Welcome to Davinson DIY. As our garage circuit is only 15 amps, we have been constantly getting interrupted by the circuit tripping. So finally we decided to add 240 volt outlet in our garage. Please use this video only for entertainment as electrical work is always dangerous. Adding a new circuit would have been relatively easy, but in our case there was no space left in the panel. As we want to add 240 volt circuit, we need two additional spaces. So the solution we came up with is to replace our existing dryer circuit breaker and use the two existing spaces with a combination or quad circuit breaker that provides 30 amp and in our case additional 20 amp circuit. So this is what we are going to do today. We started by marking the location of the outlet on the wall. It was 46 inch from the floor. We used the box to mark it on the wall and then use a serrated knife to cut out. As we are installing the box in the garage, the walls are not insulated and that makes it easier to cut and fish the wire. But in our case, there turned out to be a fire block which is nothing but a horizontal 2x4 running across. We marked the location of the fire block so that way we will know where to drill the hole from the electrical panel later. We dry fitted the box in the cutout to make sure it fits properly. We then use a screwdriver to make space for the wire. In these boxes there is a black clip inside to hold the wire tight. We picked the location of the outlet next to the electrical panel. That makes it easy to run the wire. As the garage walls are not insulated, it was relatively easy to fish the wires. Once the electrical outlet location was prepared, we shifted to open the electrical panel front cover. Once the panel is removed, we turned the electricity off and located the location where we would be running the wire. This is above the fire block that we identified before. We turned the main circuit off and made sure there were no current flowing to the circuits below. The top is still live, so be careful. We emphasize again, electrical work is dangerous. If you are not comfortable, please use an electrician to help with this project. As we explained, we would be removing the dryer circuit breaker and replacing it with a quad 2-pole circuit breaker. Using a screwdriver, we took out the knockout plugs from the electrical panel and drilled a hole to fish the wire. This was a bit harder as the electrical panel was sitting right against a 2x4. Once the knockout plug was removed, we used a 1/2 inch drill bit to drill a hole. This was relatively easy, but then we realized that the knockout plug was actually 3/4, so we had to extend the hole using a step drill bit to properly put a push-on connector. This is where we were not satisfied with the work. The hole that we drilled was at an angle, and that made it harder to put the push-on connector. After a few tries, we were able to make it big enough for the connector to snap on. We then ran a fishing wire from this hole to the outlet location. It was relatively easy as the walls were empty and the outlet location was right next to the panel. As we are running a 20 amp circuit, we have to use 12 gauge wires. In this case, we ran 12-3, that means there are 3 conductors in addition to the ground. The reason we used 3 conductors is because in addition to 240 volts, we also want to run 120 outlet on this circuit in the future. We attached the electrical wire on the fishing rod and pull it through to fish the wire from the electrical panel to the outlet. We then cut the wire to the length, leaving enough slack at both ends. The next step is to make the connections. For 240 volt breakers, there are 2 hot wires. In this case, we have a red and a black wire. In addition to the hot wire, we also have a neutral and a ground. Both of these goes to the neutral bar, which is there on the panel. In case of the main panel, both the neutral and the ground are connected to the same rod. Please make sure to check with the electrician if you have any doubt on this. Take your time to connect this and do it as neatly as possible. This is where most of the electrician hates homeowner doing their own electrical work because they generally leave the electrical panel in a mess. But not in our case. We tried our best to run the wires as neatly as possible. But let us know what you think of our connection in the comments. Once the neutral and the ground wires are connected, we connected the two hots on the circuit breaker. Here we are connecting the original dryer wires, and after that we connected the new wires that we ran through. The original wires were a bit longer, so we trimmed it back to make sure that they are not overexposed out of the circuit breaker. Once it's connected, we connected the new wire, which was for the 20 amp. Here you see the 30 amp is going into the center 2 connection and the 20 amp is on the outer side. It's a good idea to make sure that the wires are tightened properly. Once all the wires are attached, we installed the new quad circuit breaker at the same location where the original dryer circuit breaker was installed. The next step was to put the outlet box. In this particular case, we are using a old works box. These kind of boxes have clips that once you screw, they clamps against the drywall. The final step is to attach the wire with the outlet. For that purpose, we are taking the sleeves out and preparing the wire to connect with the 240 volt outlet that we will be showing you next. For now, we are only installing a 240 volt outlet, so in which case we won't be using the neutral wire. But as we said, in the future we plan to install an additional 120 volt outlet. That's when we would be using this neutral wire. In order to install the wire, we strip the top end, make a U and then connect it securely with the outlet. For 240 volt outlet, it doesn't matter which side the red or the black wire will go. Both are hot, so it can go either side. The ground is the one you will need to make sure that you connect it properly with the green screw. In this case, the neutral is unused, so we put a wire nut on top of it. I generally like to put a black tape around the outlet before putting it in the outlet box. This is not required, but this is something that I generally feel much safer doing it. Once the wires are attached, the outlet is secured with the box with 2 screws. Once the faceplate is installed, the new 20 amp 240 volt outlet is ready for use with our power tools. We are super excited, but before we can use it, we have to put the electrical panel cover back on. We have been wanting to install the 240 volt outlet for quite some time. We are so glad to see it finally being done. Now I can use my planer with the dust collector and not have to worry about circuit tripping. We hope you liked the video and found it useful. If you did, please leave a like. If you have a question or a suggestion, you can leave it by the comments. Also, if you are first time to our channel, please do subscribe as that helps the channel tremendously. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again in the next video.